Eddie Hearn says Canelo versus Triple G3 is 10 times bigger than Spence versus Bud Crawford. Hey, Hearn. I swear you just be saying stuff because you like the sound of your own voice. But let's talk about it.
Push the weight and flex. Flex alive is more than the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon. Motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. You know, I have the picture of Canelo and Errol there because these are the two aid sides in this situation that I'm going to discuss in this article that I just read on Boxing Scene. Link will be in the description. You know, Eddie Hearn, you know, like most promoters, they like to stir the pot and they like to say stuff to get attention on them. So congratulations, you got your attention because I'm talking about what you said, you know, and I'm just going to chalk this one up as another dumb statement from Eddie Hearn. Another one. There's no way in the world that you believe what you just said, but I'm going to give you about 8 minutes of my time. Eddie Hearn says Canelo versus Triple G3 is 10 times bigger. It's 10 times bigger fight than Spence versus Crawford. Matchroom Boxing head Eddie Hearn will promote a Canelo Alvarez fight for the 5th time when the undisputed super middleweight champion takes on Gennady Golovkin September 17th on DAZN pay-per-view at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. DAZN pay-per-view, DAZN pay-per-view, DAZN pay-per-view. Remember when pay-per-view was dead? Gosh, Eddie. Remember when pay-per-view died? Because DAZN killed it? Remember? When did that happen? Oh, I'm sorry. It never happened. Back to the article. Boxing, please. The trilogy is years in the making. You hear that? The trilogy is years in the making. Alvarez and Golovkin fought a split draw back in 2017, and Alvarez scored a majority decision in 2018. We are now in 2022. If you don't know. After 2 close encounters in the ring, the heralded fighters will meet face-to-face for the first time in years on June 24th during a promotional press conference in Los Angeles, June 27th in New York. Wow. That's in 5 days. Oh, I'm off that day from work. I might just pop up. I might pull up. A much-desired fight has been brewing ever since Alvarez and Triple G became arch rivals. Is a showdown between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford for all the belts at 147. I stand corrected. I ain't pulling up there. You know, I went to the first when they first fought. They was at the Hulu Theater in the Garden, and I went. Me and my boy Thomas, we went over there, and it was cool. I was in the back of the Garden, and Canelo got out the car, walked right past me. It's pretty small. Well, compared to me, he's small. But that was at Gennady Golovkin. Alvarez won. Mexico was in the house. Kazakhstan was in the house. It was pretty dope. It was all peace. And that was when I waved the Mexican flag. I sure did. I got pictures to prove it. I got to find them. They're on my hard drive. But I was waving the American flag. Why? Because I was supporting Canelo. Yes. I sure was. Y'all don't know me like you think. A bout between Spence and Crawford appears to be moving toward the contractual finish line as both fighters finally are demanding a deal to get done. Hearn has recently drawn the area of promoters Bob Arum and Leonard Ellaby and Lou DiBella for commenting on events and fighters that he does not promote. And he's adamant he's promoting the biggest fight of the year, regardless of the potential clash between the welterweight stars. He says Canelo versus Triple G by an absolute mile and by by the way, Spence vs. Crawford is a great fight, a great fight for boxing. But anyone with brains, now he's insulting your intelligence, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone with brains knows the answer to that question. Hearn told IFL TV, it depends on how hardcore they are. So for you to feel that Gennady Golovkin and Canelo is the greater fight, he's giving you credit as being the more hardcore of a fan. If you are looking more forward to an undisputed matchup between two undefeated welterweights in their prime, in Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol the Truth Spence, you're a casual, according to what Eddie Hearn is saying here. Okay, that's what he's saying. But if you want to talk about media attention, if you want to talk about the gate, if you want to talk about the pay-per-view numbers, viewership, global reach, commercial revenue, closed circuit, it's not even close. Yeah, you're right, it's not even close because Errol Spence has sold out. He's outsold Canelo Alvarez. Commercial revenue, viewership, global reach, pay-per-view numbers. These are things you want to talk about? Did you even research what Errol Spence has been doing in Dallas? Jesus Christ, man. What is this guy talking about? This is a fight that he said he didn't want to even do. He said he was done with it. And the only reason why he's doing it now is because he lost to Bivol. Let me finish off this article. But I think if you're a super hardcore fan, you've been waiting for Spence Crawford for a long time, so you may choose that over Canelo or Triple G if you're a super hardcore fan, but the casual fans are the ones that are going to generate the numbers. So wait a minute. I stand myself corrected right here in the same article. Let me read that again. But I think if you're a super hardcore fan, you've been waiting for Spence Crawford for a long time. So you may choose that over Canelo GGG if you're a super hardcore fan. But the casual fans are the ones that are going to generate the numbers. Oh, shoot. You see, I like reading these live as I'm doing this. I know this is pre-recorded, but I like reading this, you know. I don't like reading it and then doing the article. Because I assumed that he thought that the hardcore fans are going to choose Canelo over Triple G. What he's saying in this article, actually, as I read forward, see, I love doing this. As I read forward, he says the casual fans are the ones that are going to generate the numbers. How about that? He's relying on the uneducated fans. He knows that hardcore fans know that the fight to watch is Spence versus Bud. But the less knowledgeable, casual fans is where the money's going to come from. Didn't I tell you these guys are always thinking about their bottom line? They're relying on the cap. He knows it's not a good fight. He knows that. He just said it, y'all. The fight to watch is Bud versus the Truth. This fight is a money grab. Did he just discredit Canelo? Oh, wow. He just discredited Canelo, y'all, in this article. He's relying on the casual fans to generate numbers. This is a money grab. This is a cherry pick. He should be running it back with Bivol. Triple G, since Canelo won't give Charlo any work, Triple G should be chasing Charlo at 160, not going to 168 and fighting Canelo at a disadvantage. He should be chasing down Charlo. Since everyone still thinks that Triple G is an A-side in this scenario, I don't know. I don't get it. But he just devalued Canelo in this article, y'all. He just said the casual fans are going to generate the numbers. If you're a hardcore fan, Spence and Bud is the fight. He just admitted it. He goes on to say in the article, if you talk about the revenue generated on a fight, it's like God knows. It's like 10 times as big for Canelo Golovkin over Spence and Crawford. But Spence Crawford is a brilliant fight, and I think it's right up there with Canelo and Triple G, of course. So he's relying on the casual fans to carry the numbers for Triple G versus Canelo, but he's saying the hardcore fans are going to be leaning towards Bud versus Errol. He just devalued Canelo versus Triple G. Triple G's looking bad in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Canelo's looking worse in these streets. He's looking worse. He knows he's supposed to be running it back with Bivol. Win or lose. Run it back. But no. You're going to fight Triple G a third time. You are undisputed champion at super middleweight. You're not going to give Andrade a shot. You're not going to give Benavidez a shot. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Triple G, a third time, a fight that you said you wasn't even interested in doing. We have evidence. You said you wasn't interested in that fight anymore. Let me see. Triple G versus Bivol. Oh, I'll take Triple G all day, every day. That's a fight I know I could win. Plus, I'm pulling him up in weight. Lightweight? Yeah. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this article, link will be in the description. You read it for yourself. Eddie Hearn is relying on the casual fans to generate numbers for Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo 3. And he thinks the casual fans will have the numbers right alongside, or if not better, than Spence versus Bud. It's right here in black and white. Read between the lines, ladies and gentlemen. This is epic. Bronx on deck. Move!